Now, from your Weather Authority, meteorologist Cody Bailey.
Well, things remain quiet here at the 5 o'clock hour. That could be a different story, though, for part of the tri-state in a few hours. I think the window opens for the main event for severe weather in our Illinois counties, likely around 9 to 10 o'clock, probably between that 11 o'clock to midnight window for the Evansville metro, and in our eastern counties between about midnight to 2 a.m. So it's going to be a little bit later of an event compared to what we dealt with yesterday, and maybe at least slightly higher chance of the severe potential, but it does look like the trends are showing better chances in the northern half of the tri-state. We'll detail that here in just a moment, but we have an initial severe weather threat to worry about, mainly northwest of the tri-state, but that tornado watch that was issued earlier this afternoon does include our far northwestern counties in Illinois: Clay, Richland, Lawrence County, Wayne, Edwards, and Wabash as well. Up to the north, that will go until 10 o'clock tonight. Now, there's nothing really in the immediate tri-state. We do have a couple cells trying to pop up outside of that watch box over in Gibson County, just south and southeast of Princeton. But primarily this activity is pretty much confined across central Illinois, parts of Missouri as well. But again, we're on the kind of the southern extent of that tornado watch box in our Illinois counties there. But you can see that cell trying to get going. Just some plain old rain right now, some downpours there, not really detecting any lightning with that. We'll zoom in a little bit closer, and now it's pretty much right on top of Princeton, but weakening a little bit. You saw that core of red just a couple of scans ago, so it's fading away. And again, an isolated couple of showers and storms are possible, but the bigger, potentially more widespread chance of at least precipitation, still uncertain as to where exactly this line is going to intensify, but that would primarily pose more of a widespread damaging wind potential. These isolated cells that are developing over central Illinois, that is why the tornado watch box is there, and you can see that red polygon, a tornado warning there. We've had a few of those across parts of central Illinois this afternoon. So those isolated discrete cells, that has more of that spin up tornado potential. As we get this line developing late tonight, that's where we will transition from that tornado threat to more of a damaging wind concern. And right now, like I mentioned, it does look like primarily for the northern half of the tri-state and really closer to the I-64 corridor. But we'll take an hour-by-hour look. It doesn't look like anything threatening right now. A good amount of sunshine from our central city view of our Austin Holmes Tower camera there in Muhlenberg County. And temperatures, again, in the mid to upper 80s and very humid as well. A lot of people trying to get some relief on the water there, as it looks like most of the work is done on the pump out there. Really taking shape yesterday and yesterday evening, and it looks like most of the work is done by the Corps of Engineers there from our Superior Ag Tower camera looking down on the Ohio River. We're down to 86 in Evansville after a high of 88, but still 88 degrees in Princeton and over into Carmi as well. 86 for Calhoun, Madisonville, down to Greenville and Beaver Dam as well, all at 86 degrees. And we'll continue this fall through the low 80s and eventually the upper 70s later on this evening, and only settling in the low to mid 70s. Some spots with more rain cooled air could dip into the upper 60s for overnight lows. But here's a look at the storm complex that's getting going. Again, isolated cells right now. Then we'll be watching areas pretty much northwest of St. Louis for that line to develop later on this evening and move into the tri-state. Storm Prediction Center is maintaining the entire tri-state, really the entire region, under that slight level 2 out of 5 risk for severe weather. Again, can't rule out an isolated spit-up tornado. That is on the board. Better chances with that tornado watch in effect out towards the west there and northwest of the tri-state. For us, I think it's going to transition more towards a damaging wind potential as that line starts to take shape again later on tonight. So here we are over the next couple of hours, staying mostly quiet. By 9 o'clock, the leading edge of that line starting to take shape in our northwestern Illinois counties. By about 10 to 11 o'clock, it's getting close to, if not crossing, the Wabash. And like I mentioned, I think between 11 o'clock to midnight, that's where the line starts to move into the heart of the tri-state, but really north of the river. Now, this latest run of Future Tracker does want to bring a couple of those cells in some of our counties in Kentucky kind of bordering the Ohio River, but it looks to be primarily the northern half of the tri-state and more specifically along and north of the Interstate 64 corridor with, again, damaging winds that potential, I think, from west to east as early as 9 o'clock to as late as about 1 to 2 in the morning in our eastern counties here as we go into the pre-dawn hours of Monday. Then some spotty showers possible tomorrow and tomorrow afternoon. Cooler, still a little humid tomorrow, but we get the humidity out of here for Tuesday. Does look like we could have a few afternoon showers trying to develop north of I-64 on Tuesday, so a slight chance there, but we're still going to be dealing with many hours of dry time for both tomorrow and into Tuesday as well. So this evening, we'll see the clouds increase. I think most of the evening stays dry, and then after sunset, and specifically after about 9 to 10 o'clock, I think that's when the window opens for the possibility of some strong to severe storms. Humidity back in the forecast with another chance of showers and storms later Wednesday. It looks like it is pushing a little bit further into Thursday morning as well. Similar situation for Friday into very early Saturday morning. So we have added the rain chances for Saturday, but most of your weekend looking much less humid and very pleasant for the second half of Saturday, and it looks like all day Sunday.